This horse has been watching me. Whatever way I go, he just follows me. Beautiful. Hey, buddy. Enjoy the peaceful afternoon. A little cooler out there today. I think it was, I know why, because there was a bit of a breeze. And it wasn't, it was mostly sunny, but, yeah, I'd say the sun was out pretty much this whole time. And we saw a deer today walking across the field. I caught the end of that. And a really nice horse that was just watching me as I walked down the road. Back and forth. It's really wild how a horse will catch your gaze, you know, and you'll just look at each other. Nobody says anything. I never heard a horse say anything anyway, but very quiet, just eye contact, you know. $207. All right, let's go get some coffee. It is that time. Yes'm. Yes'm. Oh, I look forward to this. Well, my coffee's not exactly hot. It's not cold or anything, but it's just not hot. Hot. I like it when it's steaming. I just filled the gas tank up. We'd gone like 48 miles, and it cost me just under $10. I think it was like $9.67, something like that. Okay, where to? Let's go. Where do we want to go? I don't know. Let's just go drive somewhere. I'm keeping my bus right there for now. I tried it the other way, but I don't think that's too distracting. What do you guys think? Is that very distracting with my little bus there? Or do you like my little bus there? That's what I'm looking for. Should the bus stay in the front windshield, or should I get it out of the frame? I don't find it distracting. We're going to use our earphones. Earphones. Yeah, earphones. That's what they're called. These will do. We'll see. I love that tree there in front of that house. An old abandoned house. One time I was driving down this road, but I was coming the opposite way, and this field was full of cows. And I got my guitar out, and I sat there and I played to the cows, and they all came over. Now I also remember this road. It is a beautiful road. It has nice leaves on it, and I had come here with my wife once as well. And she did a lot of photography in here. Look at this tree. Just digging these backcountry roads, dirt roads. Just a couple of horses. hanging out in the sun. Hi guys, have a great day. When I went to take my walk before, it was partly cloudy, and it just had not kicked into the fullness of the beautifulness of this day. How's that for some words? The fullness of the beautifulness of this day. It almost looks steamy. It looks summer-like on a winter day. I don't know. It just kind of does. Alright, here's the ski center. And as you can see, it's got snowmobile trails to the side here. Look at all those snowmobiles. Woohoo! That's crazy. I'm going to get a shot of that. I think the last time I was here, this place was so dead. Well, it wasn't even open, I don't think. Yeah, back when I was like 35 years old, Ernie and I used to come here, Uncle Ernie, before he moved out west, and we would practice our skills. It might have been even a little earlier than that, like 33, 34. Wow, we were young men then. To be in your 30s. Huh. And I was thinking I was old then, you know? But I didn't want to do it much because of my career. Didn't want a chance breaking bones or an arm or a leg or, well, a hand or an arm. Anyway, there you go. See, we got a deer. Look at, we got two of them. Haha. That's cool. This is too cool. Hello. Hello. You guys don't have to run. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just here to observe. There's a whole bunch of them, you guys. It's hard to get them in focus, but that's so cool. Those are mountains way, way, way in the distance there. That white line you see, that's a mountaintop. That is Vermont over in there. And they have some big mountains. Look how far off in the distance that is. Man, that is one heck of a view. Oh boy, I'd like to see the sun out here. Sunrise here must be amazing. So I have found a good place for sunset, and it looks like maybe I found a good place for sunrise now. Look at this place. Yeah, that's got some color to it, huh? That's old. This is funky too. Oh yeah. Cobble Hill. Cobble Road? Whatever I said. Looks familiar, and then again it doesn't. I'll tell you what, it is darn beautiful, isn't it? Once again, riding into the sunset, kids. Oh yeah. Look at this. Huh. Alright, straight ahead, those mountains up there. That mountain in front of us is Willard Mountain, where we just were. You can see the tower there. I don't know if you guys can. I'm not going to zoom in on it either. County Route 60. Huh? Okay. Look at that old barn. Cool. Everything looks familiar, and then again it doesn't. But I have been on so many roads. There's a chance I could have been on this before. Tell you what, I'm getting to know the counties around here quite well. They're huge, though, you know. I spend a lot of time in Washington County. That's pretty. I spend a lot of time in any place where there's not cars behind me. And once again, today's ride has had minimal traffic. Whenever a car comes, I just pull over. I bet you I've had less than 5 cars today. And okay, we're on just over 2 hours of driving again. Woohoo! Gotta love it. Gotta love it. 2 hours of driving, I've gone, my speedometer or my odometer, I've gone 19.8 miles. And probably before I filled this up with gas, I had gone 3 or 4 miles. So let's say we're under 25 miles so far. And that took us for a 2-hour drive. That's what we call horse and wagon or a horse and buggy, kids. Just about. That is the only way to travel. Man, I love it. That's why I'm like, I don't need some kind of fast vehicle. I am so up in the air about what to get for my next vehicle, that I'm going to be, a camper of some sort. I definitely want some kind of camper. I keep going back to the same kind of thing I have, which is that Toyota RV, from the 80s. And my only beef with that is it doesn't have a lot of power. And it can go extremely slow at times, which, could work against me here and there. But for the most part, all I want to do is just drive like this in it. And I remember when I had that on the road that, it was fine because I do a lot of this, but every now and then you'd just tick people off because they couldn't pass you. And I just couldn't, there was no place for me to go to pull over, so I had a little bit of a problem with that, but not much. It's probably, boy, if I could just get that thing to have more power. Just a little more power. I don't need a ton, just a bit. I mean, you almost roll backwards going up a hill in one of those things. Oh, more deer. Look at all these deer. Okay. It doesn't even look real. There they are. I like the shadow of the little VW here on the dashboard. It's cool. That's cool, man. It is cool. Tell you what, it feels warm enough to drive with my window down here. I mean, it's not warm out, but... And I don't even have the heat cranked at all. It's like at the halfway point. And it is very pleasant in here. I mean, other folks might not agree with me, but I am finding this, especially with the sun, you know, beating down on me here, I'm finding it a pleasurable experience for sure. Drinking down some ice cold water. This water was frozen before. I had left it in here overnight, and I stuck it up on the dashboard when I went and took a walk, and it thawed it out. It just had like, it wasn't completely frozen, but it was frozen enough that I was not able to drink it until I let it thaw out some in this hot sun. Okay, you guys, breakfast time. I really want to have eggs. I'm hoping I'll do that. Oh, by the way here, so yeah, probably my hair looks a little oily, huh? It definitely does. That's because I have castor oil in my hair, and I get castor oil that's specifically designed for your hair. That's really important that you get something that's designed for your hair. But my hairdresser, not a barber, but a hairdresser, she told me that you know, I'm always like, how can I get my hair to grow longer, thicker, blah, 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 all those magical things that my hair does not do. And she said, your best bet, and this is tried and true throughout the world, everywhere, if you're going to get any results, probably your best bet is to use castor oil. And that's what I've been doing. But I don't do it enough. I think I've done it since I got this. Since she suggested this back in January, I think I've used it about, maybe this will be my 4th time. So I need to start doing that on a regular basis. And I just don't, because it's a pain in the butt to do. And I leave it in my hair for an hour or whatever until I take a shower. You know, I put it in the morning, and then I wait an hour or two. But moving right along here, I have got broccoli. Changing things here up a bit. I have got some bananas over here too. I need to eat these bananas. I'm going to have one right now, as a matter of fact. I don't want to have nuts and berries and seeds for breakfast today. I want to have some eggs. I've been saying that forever, and I haven't done it. And I've got eggs. You know, I think you can keep eggs after the date on them. They're good for like a month if you got them from a store. So I need to use up some eggs here. And I have got some broccoli. I don't understand how this is possible. But I've had this broccoli in my fridge for over 2 weeks, you know, and maybe even longer. And it seems to be fine. So I'm going to pull that out and see if that's good. And if it is, I'm going to use that up this morning. And we're going to have eggs with scrambled eggs of a sort with broccoli in it. How's that sound? Good? All right, let's get to that. That's a big hunk of broccoli with your eggs, don't you think? 4 eggs and a chunk of broccoli. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Let's see. Just about there. Egg. I'm not that great at egg breaking. I sometimes get the shells in there. Let's turn this down. Okay, 1, 2. So far we're all right. 3. and 4. Oh man, that one squirted all over me. Darn it. I don't use sodium, I don't use salt, you know, so a little pepper on there. Make things taste peppery. Oh, you know what I like to put in there though is just a little bit of creamer. Thicken it up a bit. Yes. Alright. Yeah, I mix right in here. The mixing takes place in the pot, in the pan. Not the pot, but the pan. That's how we mix. Don't bother mixing in a separate bowl. No need for that foolishness. How about that for an angle, huh? There you go, see? I've got this camera propped right up on my coffee maker. Hey, it works, right? It's actually doing a really good job. Wow, this pot is awesome. It's not a pot, Jack, it's a frying pan. Whatever it is, it cooks up well. I'm impressed. It'll be easy to clean this. Easy peasy. Ah. Fresh eggs with broccoli on a winter's morning. Nothing like it. Somebody said they like, we were talking about nor'easters, and they were saying that they like peanut butter sandwiches with jelly and pickles. Sliced pickles. Woo! That's crazy. I may try it though sometime. I'm going to ask my dad about that. I know he likes a peanut butter sandwich with butter on it, and I'm like, what? He's like, oh yeah, you got to put butter on it. I'm like, no. I thought that was crazy. So putting your pickles with your peanut butter and jelly is, hey man, anything's good, right? Whatever you're into. Whatever you are into. Whatever works. Whatever works in your world. There you go. Right? You can't discredit anybody for what they may try. Okay, cook up, please. I think it's time for some cheese. Cheese time. Yep. Big pans to cook in makes my life much easier. I used to have that single burner, and let me tell you what, life was much harder. You know what I have to start using again is I have a deep fryer too. Who was I watching? Crazy Quady, and he was using the deep fryer and having some great results. I think it was his first time using it, and he was digging it. And I'm going to get mine out again. It's right here in the RV. I just don't ever use it. And I never thought about it, but what he was saying is that a deep fryer is nothing more than an oven with a fan on it. It's nothing special. It's not like this rocket science stuff. It's simply an oven with a fan. As soon as he put it to me that way, I was like, you know, okay. I'm going to use it more because that's all it is. I'm thinking it's like rocket science, you know? It's like, you got to be careful, man. No, it's an oven with a fan in it. And that's all it is. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that. It's done to perfection. Now we're going to empty it into the plate. Jack, you look like you need some sleep. I got enough sleep. I'm just getting old. I like to stay up. I like to stay up, but I like to get up early. Take a drink of water there, man. Oh, man, you guys. This came out beyond perfect. Can you talk, Jack? Oh, boy. Why didn't you have this sooner in your life? It's been a good month. Alright, turn the oven off. Turn that oven off. Unplug it. Alright, it's unplugged. this. You guys can't. Yeah, you can see this. You can see my masterpiece. Look at this. Let's give it a little taste test. It's like that broccoli's been aged to perfection. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to eat. Well, guys, thanks for joining me for breakfast. And all the doings and talkings on that went on there. And I'm going to turn this camera off because no need to watch me. Breakfast in the RV on a winter's morning is always a wonderful thing.
Well, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. It's going to help me out grow this community. And on that note, wishing you guys lots of peace, love, and understanding. And be sure to spread it all around the world, because we certainly need lots of it. All right, guys, have a great day. See you soon. Peace. Woo!